stuck, exhausted, or like you're not making any progress in your life, it's likely because of toxic habits that you don't even realize are holding you back. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel guys. I am Danelis and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 toxic habits you must get rid of in order to reach your maximum potential. We're going to start with how we take care of our bodies. Now, sleep is so important. You should be sleeping about 6 to 8 hours a day. It is so toxic to your body if you are skipping sleep because there are so many great benefits that come with good sleep quality, such as your skin. Like literally as you are sleeping, your skin is repairing itself and it's reducing inflammation and it reduces you from aging a lot quicker in life. It also supports your hormone balance, which has to do with your metabolism, your mood, your overall well-being. You need to be getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep a day. Like that is so beneficial for your body. Number 2 is stop eating junk food consistently. Like it's okay once in a while to indulge in something that you love or indulge in a craving, but to constantly be eating processed foods, sugary foods, constantly be eating junk all the time, that is not healthy for your body. When they say you are what you eat, they literally mean you are what you eat, because what you eat impacts your mood, it impacts your well-being. Our brains literally rely on nutrients in order to function. When you eat sugary foods, when you're eating processed foods all the time, you're creating brain fog within yourself, memory loss. And this is why it's so important to have such an efficient diet for yourself. It's so important for you to consume whole foods that are full of vitamins and minerals that are gonna give you the actual energy and the actual nutrients that your body needs. And whole foods literally support your memory, your stability, your well-being. Like it genuinely helps you. Like I used to be somebody who used to eat so poorly. I was constantly eating junk food. I was constantly craving sugary things. I was constantly eating out. And I noticed such a big difference when I decided to shift my energy and start eating better and clean. And now it's to a point where I don't even eat meat. I don't eat processed foods. And I genuinely feel like the best version of myself. Like I always feel clean inside. I don't feel sluggish after I eat. I don't get the itis because what I'm giving my body is actually giving me the right kind of energy. Honestly, you should not be tired after you eat something because your point of you eating is to gain energy. The point of you eating is to fuel your body with vitamins, proteins, nutrients, things that you actually need. If you're feeling sluggish after you eat, then it's most likely what you ate isn't really the best thing for you. Next thing is stop drinking excessive amounts of alcohol. You know, I think that, having a little wine here and there for dinner or whatever, like it's appropriate, but to excessively be drinking alcohol and constantly getting drunk, constantly going out every weekend to drink, like that is literally lowering your vibration. This is honestly lowering your energy, and it comes to a point where consuming alcohol will literally damage your body and your discipline over time. Like it is so hard to have discipline when you're constantly addicted to something or a feeling or a substance. And so once you get rid of that, it allows you to really focus and keep yourself on track and keep yourself from doing things that you're gonna regret. And it's not just alcohol that is toxic. Like there are literally products that are toxic. There are things that you are eating that contain toxic chemicals. There are things that you're putting on your skin, certain makeup, certain lotions, certain face creams that are literally full of toxic chemicals, and you need to watch out for that. Like swap your skincare, swap your soaps, swap your shampoos if they contain toxic chemicals. So many of our foods are filled with red 40, yellow 5, citric acid, and those are things that honestly our bodies don't need. Like our bodies can survive without having those things in our body, and most of us, we know that these things are bad for us, but we normalize it because it's so hard, like it's everywhere. But honestly, it's not hard to find a solution. It's not hard to find substitutions for certain foods or certain snacks that you like or certain skin creams. It's just not hard. And if it's something that you guys are struggling with, I don't mind making a video and showing you guys what I use for my skin and hair and what I eat, and I don't mind making a video like that. So if it's something that interests you, definitely comment below because I would love to make a video like that. I would love to show you guys my skincare routine. I would love to show you guys like what I eat in a day because I love what I do for my body. I love what I do for my skin because it benefits me and it makes me feel like the best version of myself. It makes me feel better about my choices. It makes me feel better as a whole. And I honestly think that we all deserve to feel that way. And this is why I recommend, just sticking to items that have less ingredients in them versus getting a product that has millions or hundreds of ingredients in it and you don't even know what half of it is. Now, just as it's important to take care of our body, it's also so important to take care of our mind, our mental well-being. A lot of us tend to neglect our mental well-being because we're so busy being on social media, being on our phones, scrolling excessively. And honestly, like when you are spending hours of your day scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through Instagram, you are literally distracting yourself. You are blocking your blessings by doing that because you are stopping yourself from being creative, from trying something new, from getting up and just actually being active because you're so busy on the screen. You're so busy like being addicted to scrolling, and it keeps you away from actually working on yourself. I think that it's healthy to, have balance. And I think that if you can use social media, with good intentions, then it isn't bad. Like for me, I like to use social media to give me ideas about like what it is that I could film, or I like to watch social medias because I love watching cooking videos. I love watching like healthy videos of like what it is that I could eat. I love to watch gym content. I love to just like watch people exercise to see like what my next workout could be, or like what I would want for myself. Like that's really what I want. I don't use Instagram or TikTok so that I can sit and compare my life to other people. I don't sit there so I can feel bad about myself. No, I use it as something that's going to influence me and motivate me to be better. And I think now we're at number 6, which is stop comparing yourself to other people. Like comparing yourself will literally lower your self-esteem. And then it starts to create unnecessary feelings of self-doubt, and then you're gonna find yourself focusing on what you lack versus what you have, because what you have now you can literally use to your advantage. Like we all have the tools necessary to start something new, to start something big, to be creative. Like what we have in front of us is what we can use, and you need to start looking at life like that and stop looking at other people and just being like, well, this person is getting married, or this person is traveling more, or this person's starting a family. Like it doesn't matter where anybody else is at in life. You need to start appreciating where you're at in your life. Really start embracing your unique path and your unique potential, because we all have the power to be so amazing at something, and maybe what this other person has is just not made for you yet. Divine timing is definitely real. Or maybe what this person has, they're looking at you and they still feel like they're lacking because maybe you have something that they don't. That's how life works. And once you realize that, it becomes so much easier for you not to compare yourself to others, because you'll start to be grateful and appreciate what you have more. The next thing is stop consuming so much negative energy. Like try your best to avoid being around negative people, being around people who are constantly draining you. And I know that this can be hard for some of us because maybe you work in an environment where you're surrounded by toxic people, or maybe you live in a household where everybody is just toxic and loves drama and fuels off of gossip. Like maybe that's just what you're around. But I'm sure you can find a skill or a hobby that forces you to isolate yourself and create time for yourself, to raise your vibration, to start appreciating yourself, to start feeling comfortable in your environment. I came from a household that was very toxic, where they would talk behind each other's backs, where they were constantly making comments and being judgmental. And it came to a point where I really didn't want to entertain that anymore, and I felt like it was something different for me, because growing up around that, like you're naturally gonna be in that mix. But when I really decided I wanted to start working on myself, I started spending a lot more time in my room. I started spending a lot of more time studying myself, studying spirituality. I started getting into painting and drawing, and I started to tap into my creativity, and I still obviously would spend time with my family, talk a little bit, but the majority of the time I started to spend in my room, or I would try to go out more and be in nature and explore different things, because I knew that was what was benefiting me. That's what made me feel happy, made me feel free, and it wasn't draining. And I want that for all of us. I want everybody to be able to feel free in their life, because we're worthy of feeling free, and we all deserve to be free in this life. And honestly, freedom starts with you. Freedom starts with your mindset. It starts with what you're willing to handle and not handle. It starts with having that awareness of what's working for you and what's not. And this kind of ties into my last point, which is stay away from gossip. Like stop feeding into gossip, stop feeding into drama, because this is literally lowering your vibration. When you're feeding into judgment and negative vibrations, negative conversation, you're literally bringing yourself down and you're literally distracting yourself because you're starting to focus so much on others and what they have going on. And you might tell yourself, oh, I don't care. But the fact that you're actually taking the time to make a comment and talk to somebody else behind someone else's back, it shows that in some way you do care, because you're actually exerting your energy to talk about this person or talk about the situation. If you didn't care, it would just go into one ear and come out of the other because you'll be so focused on yourself. Stop lacking on your own growth because you're focused on other people and other people's dramas and other people's situation. You gotta understand that we're all living. Nobody's perfect. We all have a story. So stop focusing so much on what people are doing, what people are saying, what happened with this person, what happened with that. Like, focus on yourself. Focus on your growth. Because the more you entertain those things, the less you're focused on yourself. And you're not gonna be perfect at first. Like, I'm not telling you to just automatically cut all these things off, cut these people off, do these different things. Like, cutting out toxic habits isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware. It's about, trying to be consistent with yourself, because small consistent changes can go such a long way. It's really like a snowball effect. Like, today you're probably working on distancing yourself, you're doing a good job. Now you're probably working on not entertaining gossip or not entertaining drama. This snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and by no time you'll be flourishing and you're gonna be so good at all of these skills. And once you can start doing these things and focusing on yourself and not entertaining these toxic things, you're going to break that habit, you're going to set yourself free, and you're going to start to see more positive results in your life. So I hope that this video has helped anybody out there who may feel stuck in their life, who may feel like they're doing so much but they're not getting where they want to get to. Really reevaluate yourself, really think about these things and these habits, and really ask yourself, like, do I have any of these negative habits? And if so, how can I change it? And with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this entire video. I thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you've been giving me. Please don't forget to like this video, comment down below, share, subscribe. Anything that you do literally matters to me, and I appreciate it so much, you guys. So thank you guys again. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.